Hey, today I want to bring you a rant slash review slash rant, and it's on the new Physicians Formula products. Now, these are part of their whole like conceal and nude line, what have you, but they're I have so many things to say. Let's start with the packaging. They all have these gold bows, like these rose gold bows. They're really, really pretty and kind of remind me of MAC's limited edition collection Glamour Days when they have the same packaging. Doesn't that look familiar, ladies? I went to take this one out of the package and the bow got stuck and it broke and it's loose. You can see it's kind of broke there, it's loose. How much would you guess that this tube of concealer would go for? It's a drugstore, right? $16. $16 for concealer from the drugstore. That was my face at checkout. Then we have this nude, pretty package. Like, it's got that pretty cushiony packaging. It's got the bow, and it's, you know, it's pretty much just, this is an overlay where it says nude wear. That's an overlay, I believe. You got some nude colors there, and in the back, like a booklet, you have your little rose gold brush and your mirror. It's very, very pretty, and it's $17. I need to know, that by the way, that kind of like ends the review of that product, because I'm not swatching enough. No, not now. No. I need to come to terms with it all. I need to know, since when have drugstore products match the price of higher end products, or rather mid-end products? I don't get it. If I'm going to pay $17 for this, I might as well just go get a limited edition packaged item from MAC. You know, drugstores are trying to compete with this, but the way to compete with the medium end brands and the higher end brands is to lower your prices. Physicians Formula has always been pretty good, but their price increases over the past few years have been astronomical. And I'm talking about in the past maybe 3 years, their prices went from like $8 to $17, at least in my area, for the same products. The same products that, you know, no reformulation. Some of them are even still in the same packaging, and they still have just exploded in price. Now, the point of a woman going to a drugstore as opposed to a medium or high-end brand of cosmetics is because we want products at a sensible price. We want products, we want to be able to go in and buy a product on impulse, or buy a product we need that we can't necessarily afford the higher-end product of. You know, every girl needs a little bit of mascara, every girl needs a little bit of liner, a little bit of foundation, you know, the essentials, the everyday, every woman essentials. I'm not talking about, you know, but it's even hard on makeup artists, but I'm not talking about the people who are like super makeup fanatics. Though we do shop at the drugstore, and we do like those options. But products that reach a certain point level shouldn't be in the drugstore. You would never go to the drugstore and see a $16 MAC lipstick. So why would you go to the drugstore and see a $16 concealer from Physicians Formula? I don't understand that. Yes, the packaging is pretty. Yes, the products are of quality, but there are other high quality products in the drugstore that maybe aren't that expensive. But on that note, Maybelline and L'Oreal, which by the way are both owned by L'Oreal, have been drastically increasing their prices as well. I do live in New York City, so everything's a lot more expensive than, say, if you lived somewhere that wasn't like a main city hub. I assume that LA and, you know, other big cities are also pricey. But, for example, a Maybelline Color Sensational limited edition lip gloss is about $13 here. $13 for a lip gloss that sells everywhere else for $6. But that's still pricey. That's still very pricey. And especially if you consider it that people who work for MAC or even the MAC pros, they get the MAC products at a discount. Matthew, stop. At a discount for about 40% off. So their lipsticks are $9. So essentially, also their lip glasses. Essentially, MAC Pro people, MAC Pro customers, they pay less for a lipstick or a lip gloss from MAC than I do at the drugstore from Maybelline. Don't you think that's a little bit insane? It's absolutely insane. And it's not just me, because prices are high everywhere. The new Maybelline Buffs collection, for example, those lipsticks are about $5.59. That's a reasonable price, but that's at Target. You shop anywhere else and you could be paying upward of $9 in the drugstore. Why should we have to go all the way to a discount store to have to be able to buy our lipsticks and our cosmetics? Why can't we go to our drugstore and buy those impulse lipsticks and glosses and all those things for the discount price? Why do we have to go to a Walmart or a Target to get the same items at a discount? That doesn't make any sense. And these brands, they know that if they're going to have their products in the Target, in the Walmart, they're going to have to lower their prices for those stores. And how do they make up for it? They raise the prices in the drugstores. And it's unbelievably unfair. The drugstore is no longer a place where you can go and have a splurge. No, now you go to the drugstore and you're spending just as much as you would if you were buying MAC or other comparable brands. And that's totally crazy. To make myself a little bit less biased, the products over the years have dramatically increased in quality, in packaging. They definitely have been listening to consumers, but like I said, if they can offer these products for a lower price in a discount store, they should be able to offer a lower price in your common drugstore. There are still brands that are lower end, like Wet n Wild and NYC New York Color, that still offer very affordable products and that are decent quality, that are okay quality. They're definitely the drugstore variety. But why should we have low end, high end, and medium in the drugstore? I don't know. It baffles me. What do you guys think about the recent price increases in drugstores? Do you think that we should do all of our shopping in the Targets and the Walmarts, or should we really support our local drugstores? Should we fall for the drugstore packaging or the drugstore gimmicks that they're now following the cues of MAC and other brands? Other medium end brands like, Urban Decay, should we say that this is okay? Is this an okay trend? Do we like that products are now higher quality and in pretty packaging, or could we just do with, well made items that maybe necessarily aren't in beautiful packaging, because after all, we are buying at the drugstore? What do you guys think? Do you think I'm being a little bit critical? Do you think that I'm being a baby over this physician formula? Do you personally think a product like this should be sold for $17? Do you personally think a product like this should be sold for $17? Or $16 rather? Where do you think it should end? What do you think the prices should be? How do you feel about other brands in your local drugstore that maybe are a little bit overpriced? Let me know what you think, and thank you so much for watching, and please follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.